afternoon and welcome to the heart of the 2014 Keene Pumpkin Festival. This is the 24th annual Keene Pumpkin Festival, and as you can see behind us, pumpkins already lining the streets, and the people have begun to roll in. The festival now officially open here at 12 o'clock. Good afternoon, I'm Jared Goodell. Zach Sang joins me along.
I'm so excited for this, Jared.
Zach,
Seriously.
of course, you're from New York.
Yes.
This is all new for you, Pumpkin Festival.
Dude, one of the most amazing things I've ever experienced. So many pumpkins lining the streets, so many people in costumes. This really does bring the community together, and it brings new people to Keene, which is the most amazing thing.
Zach Sang from Zach Sang and the Gang, heard locally here on KNE-FM. That's 103.7 on your FM dial. He'll join me for the broadcast today, and we will be here right up until the bitter end, 8 o'clock, and they say it will be a bitter end. 40 degrees is the forecasted low for tonight.
It's really going to get that cold?
That's what they say.
No, let's be real here. Look at all these people walking around. It's truly incredible. This is unbelievable. Jared, I got to say thank you for inviting me and the gang to be a part of this.
Well, thank you for coming.
No, huge deal. This is really incredible, and we have a great show planned for you. Everybody sitting at home, you're going to really be, you're going to really be able to digest Pumpkin Fest. It's going to be like you're here. It's going to be truly incredible.
Lots of coverage planned for this 24th annual Keene Pumpkin Festival. And again, we have just coverage for the entire day, everything that's happening on Main Street, all the way down from Central Square to the very end of Main Street. Now, we talked about weather just a few minutes ago. I mentioned that the forecasted low for tonight around 40 degrees, but also an eye to the sky because they are forecasting a few showers that could come between 2 and 6 o'clock this afternoon. In fact, the weather is very critical to Pumpkin Festival, as you know, because we need to keep these jack-o'-lanterns lit for them to count as a part of the official count, the Guinness count, which, by the way, is 30,581 pumpkins.
Which is absolutely incredible. That's crazy. I've never been in a place with more pumpkins ever before in my entire life. But really, could the weather screw with this count? Could that really make or break this Guinness record?
Absolutely. Here's the deal. These pumpkins have to be lit when the official count happens, and that official count happens from 6:55 to 7. So if a big gust of wind comes through and knocks these candles and these pumpkins out, they don't count.
Wow. So do you think they go back and relight them, or they just not count them?
They can if they can do it within that 5-minute window.
Awesome. Wow.
More to come on that. We'll tell you how the count happens. And again, we've got coverage for you for the entirety of the day. Also joining us for live coverage today from Zach Sang and the Gang, Sasha. She'll be out on the street talking to all the festival goers today. And I think Sasha is standing by right now with quite a few costume folks. Let's go to Sasha. How are you, Sasha?
I am great, guys. I am here with the Wolf Pack, kind of. The leader of the pack right here live at Pumpkin Fest on Cheshire TV. Girl, tell me what your deal is. What's your name?
My name is Hala, and I am a German Shepherd.
German Shepherd, Hala the German Shepherd. This is what year of Pumpkin Fest for you?
Third.
And you made your own costume, right? Tell me everything.
I made a costume because I go out to conventions and I support animal charities.
You are awesome. I love you to death. You have the whole pack out here. Are you walking in the parade?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely walking in the parade. I can't wait to see you just bark up and down. You brought your live speaker with you. These guys are dancing dogs and cats. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to have tons and tons of other people here. And I'm going to bring it back to you, Zach and Jared.
Thank you, Sasha. Great costumes, by the way. Those were beautiful. Zach is standing by with some great interviews coming up, but right now we're talking to the president of Let It Shine. Her name is Lisa Edwards. Lisa, welcome in. I know you've got a busy day scheduled.
Very busy. Thank you for having us.
No problem. So you are the president of Let It Shine.
I
Let
am.
It Shine is the organization that makes Pumpkin Festival happen.
Yes, we are.
So take us through really quick, when does festival planning start and how long does it take? This is a big operation.
It certainly is, and we are already planning for next year. So it's 24/7 at this point, but we meet every single week. We meet with the city officials monthly at least, and as I said, already planning next year's festival, so it's ongoing.
Let's talk about this year. This is the 24th annual Keene Pumpkin Festival. 24 years of an event this big in a town this small. This is really something that is known worldwide and something that is worth knowing worldwide. This is an amazing festival that is put on. Let's talk about the pumpkin count, because last year it was all about getting the Guinness World Record back from Boston, and we did that last year in a great way.
We did.
30,581.
Yes.
There it is, printed on all the festival staff's jackets there. Let's talk about what this year's about. Last year, again, it was about the count. This year, it's about something different.
Well, it is about celebrating that event and that record, but we are looking for another record. We do have a Guinness adjudicator here, and from England, and we are hoping to break this record, keep Highwood out of the record books, and but the celebration, our national sponsors, you know, there's so much more going on this year than ever before.
Big sponsor, as you just mentioned, Zippo Lighters coming
Yes.
on board this year. Let's talk about that. How did that happen?
Well, as I understand it, it was sitting around a campfire. Ruth Sterling is our event director, and she is very much in charge of the Zippo folks this year. But an idea that just was perfect for us, a company that's so cool that has transitioned from cigarette lighters to candle lighters, and we are just thrilled to have them co-sponsoring this event. And they are down at the Lower Main Welcome Station all day today.
And let's talk about the cost of the event. We'll get to Ruth Sterling in just a minute because she's important, but let's talk about the cost of Pumpkin Festival. What does it cost to put 30,000 pumpkins in a city? We know that it's not so much the scaffolding. We know that it's mostly security.
Security is a very big issue, and safety is our number one concern. The one thing that never happens here is safety is ever forgotten. We have the most wonderful city officials that you could ever ask for, second to none. They are prepared, and the cost, fortunately we have so many sponsors. CNS Wholesale Grocer, a major employer here in Keene, a major sponsor, they gave away 15,000 pumpkins, which we had a lot of fun doing throughout this week. They were donated to us, thank goodness. So.
Zippo, of course, a big part of this year. Now let's talk about the woman who is driving this. You mentioned her, Ruth Sterling. 3 years ago, she took over the Keene Pumpkin Festival
did.
when Center Stage said we can't do it anymore. And she has just been relentless day after day making Pumpkin Festival happen.
It is her dream, and we're so happy to be here to help her make it true. She lives and breathes pumpkins 24/7 all year long. Amazing woman.
All right, now we talked about safety a few minutes ago, and Ruth has been working quite a bit on the issue on Lower Main Street. Let's get right to that because everybody here in Keene talks about it, and they wish it would go away. It's the problem of Keene State College. Big issue for Keene, especially with the kids having huge, massive parties, drinking a lot, and really causing a black mark, a bruise for Pumpkin Festival.
Well, Ruth has certainly done everything that a person could ever do. She meets with the college, they've met with the landlords, the city council is trying to help us with ordinances and where these parties are. The landlords are very much our first line of defense, and we hope they're all looking at their properties today and making sure there's not one of these big parties there.
Because that really could have an effect on next year, Pumpkin Festival. I mean, if these things keep going on, if there are hundreds of arrests again, if there's people getting hurt, people getting injured, unfortunately, Pumpkin Festival takes the blame. Next year is a big year for Pumpkin Festival, 25 years. I want to see this happen in Keene. I know Let It Shine does. And as you mentioned, Ruth has been working tirelessly
Definitely,
to make sure that Pumpkin Festival can happen and try to curtail some of the partying that happens on the Keene State College campus.
But none of it happens in this footprint. This is a very safe footprint. Our fire people, our rescue people, our police officers, they're here. There's a blocked event, and this is a very family-friendly event. We want you to all come down and enjoy it. That party atmosphere is not at this event.
Absolutely not. And you can see right behind us now a lot of families lining the streets already. That is what you see here at Pumpkin Festival. You also see pumpkins, so let's talk about that. Again, we're with Lisa Edwards, president of Let It Shine, the organization that puts on Pumpkin Festival. Lisa, it's all about pumpkins here today. You want to break the record again, 30,581. It's ours already, but let's break it, our own record. Let's take it home again. As you mentioned, Guinness adjudicators here to do the official count, get us into the Guinness book again with hopefully a bigger count this year. So, let's talk about pumpkins. What do people have to do to have their pumpkin count as the official count for Pumpkin Festival?
That's a great question, and we hope that everyone at home is carving and carving and carving because we need your pumpkins. They need to have a candle. They need to be lit at 6:30. They start doing the counts with the Guinness folks. So if you can get your pumpkin down here anytime before 6:30, we'll get you into a zone and we'll get that lit for you and get you in the record books with us.
So if there's pumpkins at your house, on your front porch, get them inside right now.
Carve.
Start carving these things. Now, if somebody doesn't have pumpkins, is there any free pumpkins available in Keene right now?
Well, there are pumpkins at every welcome station. Many of them are already gutted. We're letting people adopt pumpkins for $5, and they can carve right at our welcome stations at every entrance to the footprint.
Very cool. All right, the festival's officially begun. You heard it from Lisa Edwards. If you have pumpkins, get them here before 6:30 so they can be a part of the Guinness Count, a true community effort happening here in downtown Keene today. Lisa Edwards, thanks so much for all the work you do, and thank Let It Shine as well for making this happen.
Great. Thank you so much.
All right, Lisa Edwards, everybody, the president of Let It Shine, another big player in Pumpkin Festival every year, the city of Keene. Zach Sang is standing by with the mayor of the city. Zach?
Mayor Kendall Lane here with me right now. Hello, sir. No, thank you so much for stopping by. You were telling me that you were doing the show for the past few years, and it is a long day.
Layton, can you mic up Luca?
Yeah. Where you start talking to the crowd to make sure that you keep everybody entertained. But Cheshire TV and the opportunity that Cheshire TV has to show people what the Pumpkin Fest is really all about. It's an exciting time. It's a community opportunity. It's for the last few weeks, the community has been coming together. They've been carving pumpkins. They've been getting organized. They've been working hard to put this festival together, and they have done a wonderful, wonderful job. And I have tremendous admiration for Let It Shine, but even more importantly for the entire community for the work that they put into this.
Truly, isn't that what it's all about at the end of the day? No matter all the politics that go involved with it, everybody who, is not a fan of Pumpkin Fest, but really at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Watching the community come together and united.
Well, it is. It's a tremendous opportunity for the community, and the community takes advantage of it. The community steps up every single year and comes together. There'll be people working on counting pumpkins. There'll be people working on lighting pumpkins. There'll be people that will enjoy the festival, but it's for everybody, and everybody participates. Everybody comes out for this, and it's a very exciting time for the community.
Now, let's talk about everything, the haters of Pumpkin Fest. Does it hurt you a little bit that, these people come out against Pumpkin Fest?
Well, I understand. I understand. I'm not going to say that Pumpkin Fest is 100% positive, only 99% positive. And I do understand that there are issues relating to Pumpkin Fest that some people don't like the crowds. Some people don't like the litter that has to be picked up as a result of Pumpkin Fest. But in spite of all that, it's an opportunity for the community. We have a lot of nonprofits that basically at Pumpkin Fest raise enough money at Pumpkin Fest to support them for the entire year. We have businesses that for some of them, this is the best day of the year that they have. Plus, this is an advertisement for the community of Keene. It's an opportunity for the community of Keene to sell our message to the rest of the world that we're here, we're a tremendous community, we're a beautiful community, and we want people to come and enjoy it.
Now, last year compared to this year, what are the differences in Pumpkin Fest? Maybe in regards to safety, maybe in regards to size. What have you guys changed?
Well, after the Pumpkin Fest, there frequently is some rowdy behavior in some neighborhoods within the community. Last year, quite frankly, we got taken a little bit by surprise by some of the behavior that took place. We're prepared for that this year. We haven't enacted new laws. We don't need new laws. What we need is to be prepared for the eventualities. The social media really has been active in encouraging people to come to Keene for the wrong reason. It has nothing to do with the Pumpkin Fest, and we're prepared for that. We've been getting ready for that. I'm not concerned that that's going to catch us by surprise this year. I think the police and the fire and all of the people that have come in from outside of Keene to assist us in security, I think are fully prepared for anything that may happen.
Now, let's talk about something else that brings the community together, the Ice Arena. Fill me in. What's going on with it?
The Ice Arena, we expect the construction to be started probably in December or January for the Ice Arena. It's an $8 million project. They've raised almost the entire $8 million. The financing is in place for the small balance that's remaining, and we're very excited. I'm absolutely thrilled. When you talk about amenities that make the city of Keene what it is, we have the Ice Arena, we have the trail system. We have tremendous recreational opportunities, and we have a community that volunteers, a community that comes out and supports all the efforts that we make here.
Take it from somebody who's from New Jersey and works in New York. You have an incredible community here, and you run a beautiful town. It's truly gorgeous. I mean, if you look around this place, it's amazing, and you do an incredible job. Seriously.
And we're really lucky this year. The foliage is out at just the right time. We didn't have a huge storm that washed it all away. So that if you look around downtown Keene, but also if you look around the hills around Keene, the foliage is at its peak right now. So this really is an ideal time for people to come here.
You're doing an incredible job, and I'm so excited to experience Pumpkin Fest for my very first time. Seriously, thank you, Mayor Kendall Lane.
Thank you. It's a great opportunity.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. Let's head over to Jared, who's standing by with Dan Mitchell. What's going on, Jared?
Well, thanks, Zach. Yeah, we're here with Dan Mitchell, of course, the morning show host
That's awesome.
on AM 1290 and
Thank you,
FM. Let me see if I can get this right. 107.5 WKBK Keene. Dan, I say that because it's always changing, it seems, lately.
That's right. Just moving all around the dial and trying to get more power for people. But it's great to be here. You got a great setup. You're in for a great day. And the good news is you only have about another 7.5 hours to go. So,
Well, if there's anybody that knows about filling time, Dan, it's you, of course, on your Good Morning Show and on Talkback, or Open Mic, sorry. Talkback happens Saturday mornings. But let's talk about what you hear from callers calling into your radio show, really day after day, from the day after the festival ends to really today. I mean, yesterday even, people calling in to talk about Pumpkin Festival. Pumpkin Festival is this 50-50 thing in Keene. Some people like it, some people don't.
well, and I think you could even divide it, even more than that. There's the daytime pumpkin festival, which folks can see happening behind us right now. Then there's the evening pumpkin festival. And then there's the post-pumpkin festival, which will happen after 10 o'clock tonight. I think in some sense, everybody likes the pumpkin festival. They like the fact that it brings income into Keene and that's a success for Keene and that it puts Keene on the map. Some folks really don't like the fact that they can't move around town, that I've had people suggest that we don't have it anymore because it interferes with their Saturday shopping, and they've always shopped at 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and now they can't get around town. For other businesses, remember, it's not just Main Street businesses. There are other businesses in other part of the city that will simply close up today because they don't really cater to people coming in from out of town, and people who might stop in to buy something from them on a Saturday just don't want to deal with the traffic and everything. So there's that element of the businesses that maybe aren't the biggest fans of Pumpkin Festival. You mentioned about when we start talking about it. I'll next be on the air Monday morning at 6, and one way or another we'll be talking about Pumpkin Festival. And yes, we'll talk about the good things and the positive things about it, but I also suspect we'll be talking about the negative things, and that will probably last for a good 2 or 3 weeks. Randomly, people calling in and discussing it, and then there'll be, you know how that works, a committee meeting set up to find out what went wrong and what we can do better. So yeah, we'll have that conversation. We've been talking about it a lot this week and last week, looking ahead to some of the things that might happen or may not happen, the negative things, which is too bad. But it is part of what we talk about, having a local talk radio program. And there are people who are very opinionated about the pros and cons of Pumpkin Festival.
Absolutely, and I want to end on a positive note when we wrap up with you, Dan. So let's get to the negative real quick. It's the college. It's Keene State College. Big parties were thrown last year, and there were some bad things that happened. And it seemed to come to a climax last year, and people are wondering, is it going to be over this year, or is it going to get worse? The problem is we already are hearing reports that last night turned out to be not so great for the city of Keene.
Right, and I'm hearing those same reports, and I talked with a couple of police officers off the record today, and some other folks who knew what was going on. And I mean, it's no secret that on college campuses, parties really begin on Thursdays anyway, and that was no different this year. Last night, Friday night, we understand that there was very large parties in the neighborhoods off campus around Keene State College. Were there college kids there from Keene State? Yeah. Were there college kids there from all over New England? Absolutely. Were there DJs and loud music and a lot of alcohol? Yes, there were. I understand police responded several times as late as 1 o'clock in the morning. We're hearing some conversation about beer bottles and rocks and the like being thrown at the police officers who were trying to do something about it. And that was just Friday night. There's a website you've probably heard of, Finna Rage, that is inviting people from all over New England, college-age kids, to come to Keene State to party, have a good time. But with that often comes their responsibility. I think that's what we saw in Keene last night. They're afraid it's going to happen again tonight. The Pumpkin Fest will be over by 8:30. They'll blow out the candles. They'll clean up the pumpkins by 10. and then some of the real problems will start. And that's what we'll talk about on Monday is trips to the emergency room and 150 young people being arrested. And what are their consequences, and what's the college doing to try to stem that tide?
Absolutely, and we hope that the reports are all good. Dan, before we let you go, just real quick, the good stuff, the people that like Pumpkin Festival and the good that it does for the city of Keene.
Well, absolutely. From an economic standpoint for the businesses and this I think gets overlooked a lot. A lot of cities and communities around the country invest tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars into economic development and trying to make your town, your community a place for people to go to, whether it's for tourism or for industry or whatever. Basically, the city we know donates or gives or contributes less than $100,000 at this point to support Pumpkin Festival, and yet it generates millions of dollars for the greater community. It's known nationally, it's known internationally, and communities would just pay so much to have what Keene has. So from an economic standpoint, it's huge. And just for kids, I have 3 daughters. My daughter will not leave Pumpkin Festival tonight until we find her jack-o'-lantern. Not easy to do when you're looking, among 25,000 pumpkins for her one little jack-o'-lantern with a ghost on it. And it's about the families, and it's about the kids and the candy, and there's already, I would say, maybe 9,000 people on Main Street already, and it is about the fun, and it is about Halloween, and it is about jack-o'-lanterns. It's about Keene and Cheshire County and Mount Monadnock and the church at the head of the square, and that's the real positive thing, and that's what we're trying to protect and to hold on to, and hopefully it'll go on for some time to come.
All right, Dan Mitchell, I'm sure, as you mentioned, the conversation will continue about Pumpkin Festival on a Monday morning on your show, starting bright and early, 6 a.m. on WKBK. Dan, thanks so much for being with us.
Anytime, Jared. Thank you.
All right, there you go. Dan Mitchell from WKBK talking about the good and the bad of Pumpkin Festival. I'm sure the next guys up will be talking all good when it comes to the 24th Annual Keene Pumpkin Festival. Before we get to them, though, we're going to throw it out to Sasha, who I hear is with some great costumed folks on the street. Sasha?
I sure am, Jared. I, right here, have a sergeant and a pony with me. First, I want to talk to Sergeant Grimes. Is that what I should call you? Are you a Keene resident?
No, but I do live in Winchester.
Where are you from? Well, how long have you been here? Tell me your life story.
Well, I lived in Keene my whole life, so we've been coming to the Pumpkin Festival since it started when it was still the Harvest Festival.
Oh, nice. So you're like an OG Pumpkin Festival type girl. I love it. And now I'm gonna kneel down and talk to my little pony friend here. Hey, buddy, what's your name?
Kieran.
Kieran? What's your pony name? Do you have a pony name? Like a My Little Pony character name?
Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow. I love it so much. What's your favorite part of Pumpkin Fest? Tell me now.
The giant pumpkin.
Giant pumpkin. You heard it here first. The pony loves the giant pumpkin, and it is his favorite part of the whole entire thing. I'm gonna be kneeling down a lot talking to my favorite kids in the whole entire thing. They're gonna walk in the parade. You're not going in the haunted castle, are you?
Dopey.
Nope, not doing it. He's not about that haunted life. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we all get scared easily. I'm going to throw it back to Zach and Jared at Pumpkin Fest live on Cheshire TV.
Oh, Jared, hello. We are here with Ted and Luca Paris. You guys are amazing. Hello, hello.
How are you guys? Nice to see you.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Can I just say that Ted invited me into his beautiful store. You have a gorgeous place, really.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a great day to be here. Thanks for coming in. I loved it.
And I went into your place, the market. Incredible, Luca.
Yeah,
seriously.
We don't kid around. Ted
No.
and I, we actually, you know what's funny? We started our businesses in 2000 at the same time. And you notice how great the town has been since we started? Oh, that was live? Hold on a second.
Let's talk Pumpkin Fest. Why are you guys such huge supporters of this day?
You know what? We're known in the community. We wanted to be cheerleaders of this event. Last couple of years, we went to all the schools in the community. We had a couple of different focuses on like no pumpkin left behind. We want to bring this thing back, get the world record back, and we kind of were cheerleaders last year to do that. And we don't ever want to lose sight of what Pumpkin Festival is all about.
There are very few communities in the country that do something like we do here. I mean, we're bringing out people, families get together. We're having such a great time on one single day. It's all mostly volunteer, and that's the amazing part about it. And we get to be part of that. And yeah, we do it. We care because we're on Main Street. But bigger than that, when you look at the faces of the kids and the parents, and you see all that, how could you not be part of this? How could you not be excited this is happening?
How incredible is it that it brings everybody from so many different walks of life into Keene? People who have never been to Keene before come here for this day.
We find that people coming from all over the world to come here. And once they've experienced this,
Yeah.
even the ones, and Ted, I know you've had it happen, people that don't even know that this is happening and drive through and then bump into this, then they become regulars. They come
Yeah.
back next year and the year after because it becomes a tradition. And for the town and for us, this is a tradition we never want to lose.
Let's talk about the 5% that your guys are planning to give back after today. Tell me why.
You know what? Nonprofits and for-profits have been doing this for a long time. We wanted to kind of market this, that, you know what, we're willing to take this, I don't want to say challenge, but we're willing to take this pledge of giving 5% of our sales today back to Pumpkin Fest. We don't want to lose this event. This is the best marketing for Keene, New Hampshire. It's the best family event in the world, we think. And we've gotten a ton of businesses to jump on board. So we're having a blast with it.
We're actually, you know, it's funny, Ted, we're actually finding people that are kind of up in the ante on us.
They are.
We just heard that on the radio the other day. Someone said, well, Mon Ami, right across the square from us, she said, well, I'll match you 5% and add 5%. If this keeps going, we're just going to give everything back. But you know what's great? If everybody pitches in just a little bit with the big sponsors and then everything else, we're going to find that we'll never lose Pumpkin Fest or lose sight of what this really is.
Take a second right now, turn around, and look at how beautiful it is with all of these people. It's truly incredible. Your hard work made this happen. That's rewarding.
I think you got to realize it's the hard work of the individuals that are involved. Ted and I love to be spokespeople and love to hang out, but really our day here is spent being at our places. It's incredible how many people it takes to put this together, and I'm amazed by it every day. And from Ruth Sterling on down to the city council being involved, to the city itself and all the workers that get involved in this, it is such an incredible community event with all the volunteers. They're the ones that should receive the amount of applause. We get to be the cheerleaders, and we look really cool in skirts, but that's a whole different thing. But we get to do that. We get to eat great food, and we get to really enjoy the day.
Now, I'm someone from out of town, New Jersey, New York. That's where I'm from. Tell me, what makes Keene great?
Ted.
It's Lucas. It's the food. No. You know what? It's the sense of community. Everybody knows each other. We rally together when there's a time in need. We come together as a group. We're neighbors, we're friends, and we're small enough to be able to maintain that. And I think that's what makes Keene great.
And obviously, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you what you're eating right now. What is this?
So USA Today named us the best food festival across the country. So you can't do this without food.
Of course not.
And every year, it's funny because I don't leave the restaurant very often, but since you guys are here, I came out here. There's cameras, I have to. Anyway, but honestly, what happens is my wife has to go around and get me apple turnovers or anything food related. And since we won an award for the city for the best food festival, how cool is that? We have to eat. So we brought some food from the what's over here? The food area. What's that called?
The food court.
Food court. Wow, that was a tough one. I don't know.
The food guy.
Yeah, the food guy. It's a technical term. But so we're having apple turnovers. Mine has cranberry, his doesn't, and we're enjoying life, man.
Oh, guys, we're being told the parade's getting started. We got to cut away. Thank you so much for you guys. We are going to bring in Tracy Perkins here in just a few moments. But first, Sasha's live on the street. Sasha, let's go to you with some festival goers getting ready for the big parade.
Oh, yeah, the parade is starting, and I'm here with kids that are way cooler than me from Jonathan Daniels School. And if you look behind me, you can see the pumpkins that they carved. Can you see which one you carved?
Yeah, mine is over there and it says LOL on it.
LOL. It's the best one, obviously. What's your name?
Annie.
And how long have you been coming to Pumpkin Fest, Annie?
As long as I've lived in New Hampshire, which is 4 years.
4 years of Pumpkin Fest. This is my first year, so you have to tell me, what's the best thing to do?
Probably the countdown at the end. It's really fun.
Awesome. I'm going to count down all the things, every single thing I can possibly do with my favesies from Jonathan Daniels School. We got 5th grade, 3rd grade, 5th grade right here, carving pumpkins like bosses. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Sasha. In just a few minutes, the parade will be coming right by here, which is right in front of Lucas is where we are on the east side of Central Square. The big Pumpkin Festival parade, a big part of what happens here at Pumpkin Festival, and a big part of Pumpkin Festival's parade is the person who commentates it here on Cheshire TV. Tracy Perkins joins me. Tracy, let's talk about this parade. We can hear it in the background. It's getting ready to come around.
It is, and this is one of my favorite parts of the whole year. I just absolutely love doing this. Although this is very professional this year, so wow, look what you're doing. This is awesome.
I can hear the big booming of the drums back here. I got to be honest with you. I've been to a whole lot of pumpkin festivals, but normally I don't like to get up before noon, so I don't normally get to catch this, the parade, Tracy. So tell us really quick, what is this parade about? Bands, obviously, big costumes as well, I'm guessing?
So this is my favorite part. I come really early because Lee's here really early. My favorite part of the whole day because this is small town America right here. Watching the families and the kids all dress up together, it really is one of my favorite things I do. I'm so grateful that I get to do it again. Thanks.
This will be great. Now, the parade has been going on for quite a few years. I'm just trying to find out again. I know that it's been going on for quite. Do you know how many years the parade has been going on?
You know, I don't. Before I started doing this, I started commentating the first year we were live, which I think was 8 years ago. So it's been from there. And here they come. I think they're coming around the corner. So
I can hear them now, and you've got somebody joining you as that has always joined you for the Pumpkin Festival parade coverage. Who's that?
It's Corey Young, and she's one of my great friends. We're RVing together. She's in town. They're from Pennsylvania, and I'm getting her to come up here and join me.
Tracy Perkins will take away the parade now. Here, live coverage of Cheshire TV. Here they come. Tracy, it's over to you now.
Thank you so much. Come on in, Corey. Go ahead. Up you go. Sit down. So here they come around the corner, Corey. And this is my friend Corey Young, who's here to do this with me. And as you can see, this is the Wizard of Oz family that does it every year. Isn't that great?
That's awesome.
I know. And it's like a whole family full of people, and they make these costumes. The tree's new.
Apple tree.
Yeah, that's great. So we've got the band here. Let's just take a second and listen to the band. I love how the kids all dress up in their favorite costumes. Spirit team behind them. Got the crowd. Everybody's kind of wandering around. Look at the band.
Superman.
Look at this. Isn't that cute?
Adorable.
How cute is that? I love his hair. He's got the spiked hair.
Spiked
thing
hair.
on it. It's beautiful this year. So this is your first time to Keene. What do you think, Corey?
This is awesome. Awesome. Great little town. Wonderful little festival. It's really fun.
Oh, I love this one. We saw this earlier. She's a Pop-Tart. That's a homemade Pop-Tart costume.
Awesome.
Very cool.
And what's the purple outfit there that just passed?
Cowboy. We got
Toy Story.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sounds like.
I know I'm not up on all the kids stuff every once in a while.
Little
Got
cat.
a little kitty cat.
Awesome.
Feather bower. This is my very. Oh.
Oh.
I know, look at
Oh,
that.
she dropped her pumpkin.
That's awesome. That's great. This is my very, very favorite part of the day. You know.
Little pirate on top there.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Oh.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Little caterpillar.
So your husband's a construction worker, so he would like that.
You would like
right?
that, yeah.
Yeah. This one's got the fat pumpkin belly. Little droopy pumpkin belly.
Droopy pumpkin. The
So
day
what-
old pumpkin.
Yeah, so what they do is they walk all the way up the street and around the circle, and they walk down, and then a lot of the local businesses, a lot of local
Ghost?
businesses. You saw a ghost?
I did. I
They
saw a
give
ghost.
them candy, which is pretty
Aw.
cool. She's pretty. People wandering around. I haven't seen as many dogs this year, though. Sometimes people. Oh, Mary
Aw.
Poppins.
Little Mickey Mouse.
See that when you live up here, you have to have warm costumes.
Yes, of
So
course.
the prince, we had 3 girls, so they always want to be princesses. Well, that's a freezing costume. That's a problem. So, ooh, that's pretty.
She have fangs.
Little red Dracula thing
Yeah, little
going on
Dracula.
there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any Frozen yet. I would have thought there's always like a theme every year.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have thought that Frozen.
Oh,
Captain
superhero.
America. Yeah.
Elmo.
You saw Elmo?
I did. I saw Elmo.
Awesome.
Elmo's red, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elmo's red. Yep.
Aw.
I know, right? It's so cute.
Very
don't
cute.
know.
I don't know what that is, but it's very cute. Very cute. I should have studied before I
Before you came.
came.
I know. I made Corey be on TV with me, and she was relieved that it's just our voices.
Just the
while we're
voice.
doing this.
Yeah. Another superhero.
That's Iron Man.
Iron
that
Man.
one I know. 'Cause
There you go.
Robert Downey Jr. is hot. That's the only superhero I like. Oh, see, little princess
Oh,
costumes.
very. And there's the
Banana and a monkey. Oh, see, I love that. The mom's a banana, and the dad's a monkey. That purple one's
Purple?
pretty cool.
Oh,
Rainbow Bright. Do you remember Rainbow Bright? when
Is
we were
that Rainbow
kids?
Bright?
I think so.
Or is it just a rainbow fairy?
We're going with Rainbow Bright.
Okay, that's good. Little flower, adorable. That's the way to do the parade on
Right?
someone's shoulders.
The baby's
Doesn't get
like,
better.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a good time.
I'm waving.
Oh, look, there's Steve and Debbie. Hi, Steve and
Hi.
Debbie. There's our friends from California walking by.
Oh, a little minion, right?
From
The one
Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cowboy.
Cowgirl, yeah.
Oh, cowgirl. Sorry, Captain America.
So it seems Captain America is the theme this year.
Oh, astronaut. Oh, Yoda.
With Yoda?
Yoda. Star Wars. Star Wars.
That's kind of creepy. A little bit.
Little backpack. He's holding on.
Oh, I saw this guy earlier.
Yeah.
Is he like the guy from Alice in Wonderland?
It is potentially.
The Mad
oh,
Hatter?
there's another superhero.
Oh, I like that. Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Did you want to be Wonder Woman when
I
you?
did not. No.
Really?
No.
I did.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
No.
I thought she was
The Hulk?
that.
Oh.
And Spider-Man.
Hulk is looking mean. The mean Hulk. Oh, little rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
These
really
kids
cute.
got it down, though.
Oh, you see the
Doing-
stormtrooper in the back?
Oh, yeah.
On the left.
Oh, another stormtrooper.
Yeah.
And
So right when Pirates of the Caribbean came out that year, it was all Pirates of the Caribbean, which was pretty
I
cool.
just saw a cheerleader come and go. It's starting to rain.
Is it? Yeah, it's
Little
starting to
drizzle.
rain. Rain is not good.
Little cheerleader and a cat. Very cute.
Oh, look. Just having a good time. They're waving. Hi. Wave back.
Oh,
that is
scary.
I love.
That's a dinosaur.
Yeah, I love the homemade costumes.
Yep.
Love the homemade
Fireman.
costumes. So you're excited about the food. I've been talking up the food.
I
all-
cannot wait for lunch.
I
Yes.
know. I've been going on and on about how good the food is, and it's all local, and how wonderful it is. So I'm getting ready to get to that chili. We're gonna have to get down there.
The Little
Yeah,
Little Mermaid.
Little
Yeah.
Mermaid.
Ariel. Nice.
It's like a quiz.
I know, it sounds like
Rapunzel. Is that Rapunzel
I
with
don't
the
know. Does she have
long
a
hair?
lot of hair?
I should have
There's
told you.
sleeping baby right there. That's a great costume.
I should have told you to study up on your Disney
know.
before this
Dang it.
job.
Oh.
I have loved.
I think that is
loved
Rapunzel.
doing this. Oh, is that Scooby Doo? That is Scooby Doo.
It is Scooby-Doo.
Scooby Doo rocks. Oh, look, Jared's bringing an umbrella over here for us.
A
Sweet.
little rain. Oh, pumpkin head guy.
Yeah, that's
Scary.
That's not cool.
I think it's a cross between a pumpkin and a stormtrooper. I don't know. A pumpkin trooper.
Yeah, but his head's inside that pumpkin.
I don't know. Bringing the pumpkin festival to a whole new meaning right there.
Yeah, right. So we got more
The little
superheroes.
spider. Yeah.
Is that Transformers, maybe?
Yeah, oh.
Spider-Man? Oh, yeah, that was a scary.
Oh, cute. Very cute.
I know.
And
So Corey asked me before we did this. She's like, what do we say? And I'm like, just adjectives.
Ooh,
it is.
Yeah.
These kids are like super
too cute.
Is that a beekeeper's hat that lady has?
Sort
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
A little bit. Missing the netting.
Still higher. I feel like I'm so loud. All right. So it's been 8 years and I still can't get the technical pieces down. I think Lee might divorce me over that. I'm so non-technical. Oh, the little Tigger. So my daughter graduated from the Air Force.
Yeah.
And we went to San Antonio. It was amazing. Had such a good time. And we made custom shirts and we called her Pooh when she was little. And our shirts have little Pooh bears on them. Yeah, it was
I'm
really...
sure she was appreciative that you wore
a little
those.
embarrassed,
Yeah,
but yes,
maybe
she
a
knows
little
her
bit.
father. Her father
Little kitty
loves
cat.
her. Yeah.
Rawr.
Oh, look, we got a little. That's cute.
She's loving the camera.
So Corey and I met RVing at a rally like a year ago, and we're both RVing all the time now and having just a great time. So they came up, and our friends Deb and Steve from California, and we're all here at the Pumpkin Festival, and we had such a good time last night. So fun. I have not laughed that hard in a really, really long time. And now you get to see the Keene Pumpkin
I am
Festival
so glad we
parade.
came up here. I
Yeah.
really am.
We
It
haven't
is,
even got to the good stuff yet.
we got to see the topping off of the big pumpkin in the center yesterday. That was fantastic. I've never seen so many pumpkins in my entire life, I have to tell you. There's a lot of pumpkins here.
And we're not done yet. I mean, it fills up
I can't wait
throughout
to
the
see
day.
them all lit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to
gonna be cool.
unbelievable. Oh,
Look
little
at that
teddy
baby.
bear.
I think that's from Star Wars. It's the the ones that look like teddy bears. I can't remember what they're called.
No. Oh, little.
Oh,
pumpkin.
that's
There's Oh, look at the little popcorn.
that's great.
Oh my gosh, that was adorable.
I know people are super creative. I love that. That's Toy Story too. That's one of the little green men.
Little
Got
doctor.
a doctor.
Yep, very
All right.
nice. Little monarch butterfly, very creative.
They're all waving as they walk
Waving.
by.
Oh, what is that outfit?
I don't know. It looks warm though.
It does look warm. I'm very jealous. Very
Oh,
jealous.
Oh, look, it's a little Lego guy.
Lego guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Sorry about
the
the
Flintstone. It looks like the Flintstones right there.
Nice.
Barney, Fred. Maybe. Maybe not.
Look at that.
Maybe not.
Oh, it's got a lobster hat on.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Rock. Oh, scary.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was scary.
That was. It was scary. It's
Scary.
okay.
Oh,
I'll
another
protect
little
it. Is it a mouse? Maybe?
mouse. Yeah.
I don't know.
Very cute.
I know. I love the kids.
Oh, little ladybug.
Ladybug.
Oh,
a duck. How cute is that?
Perfect.
And it's raining.
And it's raining.
Right.
There's the
fox people.
The fox.
Yeah.
What does the fox say?
That year, there were a ton of people in fox costumes that year. Tons and tons and tons. So.
The wagons, they haven't made.
This is a lot
look.
of people. We don't always have this many people in the parade, and there's a ton.
Hot dog. Oh, look at the
I
hot
love
dog.
the hot dog. Hot dog man.
Hot dog. Awesome.
Yep. And he's got a hood, so that's nice. Yeah, this is a lot of people. This is great.
Captain America. Oh, bacon. Bacon and a hot dog. This does not get any better, folks. And a little. Oh, look at the little elephant.
Elephant, yeah, I like the
aw.
elephant too. Oh, there goes our. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's beautiful. The butterfly. It's pretty.
Aw. Oh,
Look, they
twirl
turn-
around the butterflies.
Yeah, that's great. So what
And a nice banner. I can't read what it says though.
It's the City of Keene Parks and Rec Group.
Awesome.
I didn't-
Penguin. Oh, look at the penguin. Oh, a nice face.
So Nick is here. Nick came back from California, and he's helping Lee. He started working for Lee when he was 15 years old, and he is now a big shot lighting director for Dr. Dre and all these people. He travels internationally, so he comes to do the Keene Pumpkin Festival, except apparently he hadn't learned his job very well because he just stood in front of my monitor, and I couldn't see anything. That is your job? Yeah, it's so nice. For us, this is like a family thing. You know, we all get together every year and we get to see each other, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. So,
Batman.
is that the end of the parade? Are we all done?
No.
It's Jared. You know Jared. So, this was the non-professional part of the day. Everybody at home, for the rest of the day, you're going to have a professional, glitzy show.
It's probably good.
Yeah, it's probably good. Actually, I like this part. But, you know, when you're married to the guy that's running the show, you get to be a little casual. But I have loved every minute of this. I'm so grateful that Chester TV's in our life. And thanks to everybody watching from home. And now back to Mr. Professional, Jared.
Tracy, thanks so much. Great job, both of you ladies. As you can see here, a lot of scrambling going on, and you can even see probably a lot of umbrellas coming by here and ponchos as well. The rain has begun here today at Pumpkin Festival. This is something that we expected, something that we talked about on the top, but we didn't expect it to come this soon. It's already letting up, though, so what we're hoping for is that this was just a quick little shower and it's all going to go away. That's the hope here today at Pumpkin Festival. Rain can really ruin what is going on here at Pumpkin Festival. Again, 24th Annual Pumpkin Festival. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jared Goodell, Zach Sang, my co-host here for the broadcast today. And we are live at...
I'm here.
I thought you were going to be out on the streets.
No,
buddy.
I was supposed to. The rain is messing with things. The rain is killing everything here.
This isn't good.
No, but it's not feeling too strong. It's feeling pretty light. And you know what? The big thing is we went over and we just bought a ton of ponchos. And we're
true.
hoping that this, you know, the money that people spend on ponchos will help keep, you know, Pumpkin Fest alive for next year as well.
Right. Well, that's what they said. You know, all of the goods at the pumpkin shop, the T-shirts, the sweatshirts, the ponchos, of course, going to making Pumpkin Festival happen again. But it's all about today, and everybody wants the rain to stop, and it just about has stopped, which is the good news.
Oh my God! Yeah, we should get back out there. It's not raining that bad. I'm kind of nervous because I'm supposed to make some fall food with Luca Paris, and he's a big time chef. And you know, the most I've ever done is make cereal. So it's going to be quite interesting. Let's see how it goes.
More on that with Zach and Luca coming up. Fall flavored pastas coming up for you here on Cheshire TV's coverage of Pumpkin Festival 2014. Again, the 24th annual. Now, if you're at home and you plan on coming down here, you got to make some time because there is a whole lot of other people that are here at Pumpkin Festival, and they are all driving here just like you would. Now, if you live close by, I suggest you walk. Now, if you're going to drive down here into Keene to come to Pumpkin Festival. There you go. The rain's not going to stop us. So if you want to come down here, come on down. Rain's not stopping Pumpkin Festival. And there's plenty of parking available. Real quick here, if you're by Peerless Insurance over in West Keene, there's parking there, and they will shuttle you right in from Peerless right
great.
to downtown. They'll shuttle you back whenever you want to go back home. So Peerless Insurance out in West Keene. Downtown area, Timken, Markham, and CNS Wholesale Grocers. You can park your car there. And again, you'll be shuttled right in on a bus and shuttled back out whenever you're ready to go. Again, those locations for you, Peerless Insurance, Timken, Markham, and CNS. And again, as we're fighting rain here in downtown Keene, it seems to be an on and off thing right now. We feel nothing, and then suddenly droplets come.
No, I'm not feeling too much now. If it stays like this, I think we can make it work. Am I right?
I think so.
And I honestly don't think the rain is going to stop Pumpkin Fest from happening. This is a huge deal. People have been working year-round to make this happen. Right when this is over, they start working again tomorrow and Monday for next year.
For next year. But again, the goal's all on this year. We talked to Lisa Edwards earlier from Let It Shine, the organization that makes Pumpkin Festival happen, and she said that they want to break our own record. Keene wants to break its own record, which we took back, by the way, from Boston last year. Total count, 30,581 pumpkins.
Do you know the number that they're going for this year exactly?
Well, 30,582 will do.
Okay. I think you want to beat it by a little bit more, maybe 31,000.
You'd hope so. But let's talk about that record because Boston had held it for quite a few years. We took it back from Boston, and here's what I really love. Zach, I'll explain this to you.
Yeah.
We have a small, non-professional baseball team here in Keene. It's a part of the NECBL. We call them the Keene Swamp Bats, and they...
The Keene Swamp Bats.
Exactly. And
Love it.
I have a mascot. His name is Ribby.
Wait, I saw him walking around. He looks like
He's a bat.
swamp bat. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Ribby was here, and you may have also seen the mascot of the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, I did.
Ribby, actually, Ribby's flying right in. Ribby, come on in. Fly right in here.
This is like a dream come true for me.
Now, I don't think Ribby can talk. Ribby, get right in between here.
Ribby, come on in.
Come on over. All right, here's the great thing about Ribby. Ribby, you got to just take... the mascot from Boston, the Red Sox, which is a big team, by the way, just conceded to Keene and to Ribby that we now hold the record for the most lit jack-o'-lanterns. How was that? Can you give me like a howl, a hoot, some... what do you... Perfect.
That was incredible. Well said.
There you go, Ribby.
Are you a
from
public
the,
speaker? No. Okay.
Ribby from the Keene Swamp Bats, and of course their season will start up next summer, so look for them, summer ball here in Keene. Ribby, fly on away. The kids want to see you, buddy.
Bye.
There goes Ribby, taking the official concession from the mascot of the Boston Red Sox.
Which
Very
is a
cool.
huge deal, by the way. Come on. Like, we're competing against Boston. Like, that's a big deal.
Let's talk about the competition because somebody is going after the record again this year for Pumpkin Festival, and that's Highwood, Illinois, suburb of Chicago. Now, you might remember the name Highwood, Illinois, the town, because 2 years ago, back in 2012, Highwood was trying to take our record. That was televised on HGTV with the Property Brothers. Now, the great thing is we didn't break the world record that year, but we beat Highwood, Illinois.
Oh, that's great. That's what it's all about. Am I right?
That is what it's all about.
But you're going for the world record this evening.
We want to take our own world record and make it better.
That's incredible.
We already hold it, Zach.
I'm so sorry.
Zach Sang and the gang here to join us for the broadcast. Zach Sang, of course, nationally syndicated radio host, also does some great work for Nickelodeon. Zach, thanks so much for coming up. Now, you had never been to Pumpkin Festival.
No.
You've only heard things about it. What do you think so far?
No, this is, again, as I've been saying all day today, it is really, truly incredible. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And if you haven't done it, you got to get down here. It's look at this. Just look around. It's a perfect fall picture, and it looks like a postcard.
It's very great. Now, here's the thing. A lot of townies, locals, you at home, have not come to Pumpkin Festival recently because, well, you think Pumpkin Festival, it's too many people. It's just not my thing. Let me tell you what. This is the time to get down here. The big crowds aren't here yet. They will be here later, though. So you want to get down here before the big crowds are here so that you can take in all the pumpkins without the big crowds.
Exactly. It's really not that bad right now. As you can see behind us, it's not crazy. It's not crazy packed yet, but it will.
It will be certainly an estimated 70,000 people expected to come out to Keene today in the downtown area. The 1 mile stretch of Main Street filled with 30,000 pumpkins and 70,000 visitors.
70,000 visitors right here where we're standing.
Certainly
unbelievable.
More than triple.
That's crazy.
The number of people who live in Keene on a day-to-day basis.
This really does a lot for the community.
It is huge. It is huge for commerce. It's huge for business. A lot of businesses like this, and as you heard earlier, Luca and Ted McGreer, of course, from Ted Shoe and Sport, Luca Paris from Luca's Mediterranean Cafe, who is making something for us in just a few minutes. They're asking every local business who feels the benefits from Keene Pumpkin Festival to give back 5% of their profits that are made today, which is a great thing because Pumpkin Festival costs so much money to put on, and the city of Keene helps to make up that gap a little bit with some in-kind services for security, but the cost of Pumpkin Festival, well over $250,000. All that money has to be raised.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to Ted, and he does really well on Pumpkin Fest. He does incredibly well for the weekend. He does unbelievably well on the Saturday, and he has no problem giving back because it keeps it going.
Right, Pumpkin Festival, huge for downtown Keene. It's also huge for Keene State College when it comes to parties. We talked to the mayor earlier about this, as well as Dan Mitchell from WKBK. They talked about the big, epic parties that took place last year on the outer footprint of Keene Pumpkin Festival. Now, this isn't what Pumpkin Festival is all about, but the college seems to take it as a big party day, and it's a huge problem because a lot of people getting injured, a lot of arrests, over 150 in one day last year here in Keene.
But I feel like it really does take away from, the greatness that is Pumpkin Fest. It dilutes the importance of it. It dilutes, the community aspect of it. It's kind of wrong, I feel.
And it could certainly threaten the future of Pumpkin Festival because the city of Keene has said if this stuff doesn't end, we're not allowing Pumpkin Festival to happen again because it taxes the city's resources when they're having to make so many arrests. Again, that number, 130 plus arrests last year on Pumpkin Festival Saturday alone.
How do you think it would affect the community if Pumpkin Fest was to go away?
It'd be it would be a huge negative for Pumpkin Festival to go away and leave Keene, and that's a big worry. That's why the city and the college and the festival organizers are working so hard to try to curtail the partying. And I don't think the festival or the city wants the partying to stop altogether. We want the college to have fun, but it's more about keep your fun in limits. Keep it inside the box.
Huge difference between fun and dangerous.
Exactly. Sasha Capelli from Zach Sang and the Gang has been out on the streets all day long. We hope to get her back out here to talk to many of the festival goers. Now, just a few minutes ago, we saw quite a few people lining the streets. Of course, that was because of the parade. The rain came. The streets are wet now, as you can see behind us, and a lot of the crowds have kind of dissipated right now. I'm sure that they are flooding the local businesses at this moment. But the rain has stopped as far as we know. Sasha Capelli heading back out on the streets. We'll check in with her and all the crowd here in just a few moments. But again, Pumpkin Festival 2014, the 24th annual Keene Pumpkin Festival, taking place in downtown Keene right now. Zach, I know you're a year younger than me, so you were born in '93. Is that right?
Wait, you're only 22?
That's correct.
Oh, you looked 50.
Thank you.
Was that not funny? No?
Thanks, bud.
He really pretended to laugh.
1992 is when I was born.
Oh, that's not bad.
So was the Keene Pumpkin Festival that year.
Oh, wow. So it's going to be 25 soon.
25 next year.
That's a big mark. Anything big planned? Have they started working on that yet?
Well, there's a big plan for something to commemorate the last 25 years, and that's a big coffee table book. We'll talk to Nancy Sporborg, the festival's creator, in coming up later on in the broadcast.
And I'm also going to be cooking with Luca Paris, who is one of the huge supporters of Pumpkin Fest. He's incredible. I can't wait to be cooking some. I think what are we doing here? we're going to be doing butternut squash ravioli, my favorite.
That coming up in just a few minutes, but Sasha Capelli is standing by with many of the festival goers out on the street. Sasha, what are you finding out there?
I am finding a very cool person from a video game right now. We are live on Cheshire TV at Pumpkin Fest. Who are you?
I'm someone from the video game Army of Two.
You are a very intimidating person right now with those sleeves and your camo gear. This is my first year at Pumpkin Fest. What should I do?
Just walk around.
Just walk around. That sounds like the most exciting thing that I've ever done in my life. How many years have you been coming?
All my life.
All his life. I hope to come here all my life too. That seems like the most fun thing ever. All right, you're gonna need to cover your face now. Yeah, that's some intimidating stuff. And he's gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back to Jared. Thanks for being here with us on Cheshire TV.
Sasha, it looks like lots of fun happening out there. A lot of costumes we're seeing. Of course, Halloween less than 2 weeks away now. Have you gotten your Halloween costumes yet? Because Halloween is less than 2 weeks away as well. We'll talk about Halloween candy safety and what you can do to keep your children safe coming up for Halloween, which is, again, less than 2 weeks away now, if you can believe it. Winter is coming because Pumpkin Festival is here. Zach Sang and I were talking earlier about the challengers of Keene Pumpkin Festival, those that are challenging our record. Again, that record, 30,581 pumpkins. Well, there's also people that are doing Pumpkin Festival for something different. They're not looking to just break the record. They're looking to heal their own community. The town of Newtown, Connecticut, which you may know is where the Sandy Hook Elementary School is, which was the site of a very horrific tragedy just a few years back at Sandy Hook. Well, they are putting on a Pumpkin Festival to help bring their community together and help heal. They've been doing this now for 2 years, and they came right here to Keene to be inspired and to learn how Pumpkin Festival happens. Newtown, Connecticut, of course, is where this is happening. Last year, when they did their Pumpkin Festival, they had 800 pumpkins. That's pretty good for year one, considering that in year one of the Keene Pumpkin Festival, we had just over 600 pumpkins. So 800 in year one is quite good, and our thoughts are with Newtown, and we hope that they have a great, successful Pumpkin Festival when they put theirs on this year, and we hope that it does help bring the town of Newtown and the Sandy Hook community together. Year two's coming up. They're celebrating Halloween Magic down in Newtown, Connecticut. More details on that online. Zach Sang is standing by out on the streets now, talking with all the festival goers. Zach, what are you finding out there?
Jared, right now I'm right in the middle of Pumpkin Fest 2014 with our friend Brent here. What are you trying to be?
I'm a bull rider. Can't you tell, son?
You look like very talented. Very, very talented.
Only one hand, too. That is impressive.
To hold up my britches.
How long have you been coming here to Pumpkin Fest?
Oh, my goodness. We live close by downtown here. We've been coming for, say, about 14 years. I'll tell you what.
14 years. So you've truly been, you've been able to look at the evolution of Pumpkin Fest. And how has it changed since your first time here 14 years ago?
Oh, it's good. It's great to see the community out here represented. We got 19 pumpkins from my family. We got people from all over the country coming out for this here event. We're proud of them. And I'll tell you, we got some inspired pumpkin carvers in this family. I'll tell you what.
Imagine a world without Pumpkin Fest. What happens?
Well, it's a good time of year to be out here in Keene, New Hampshire. We got the colors. We got the nice, usually cold weather. Not so much this year, but it's a great time to be out here watching the sun rising over the Monadnock over here to this morning. It was incredible, I'll tell you what.
Beautiful stuff. Now, is that your real accent?
As a matter of fact, I'm from Austin, Minnesota.
There you go. And also, that's a little dangerous with no cowboy boots here.
I tell you, you go lightweight after you've been riding as much as I have. Excuse me now. After you've been riding as much as I have, you go to the flip-flops because you just cinch down on that bull. I'll tell you what, you get some good grip on that.
Here's your piece. What is this, a piece of hay?
That's some hay.
That went from your mouth to the floor to my hand and now back in your
right
mouth.
Back in. He is a real bull rider.
Us bronc riders, we do what it takes to get the job done.
You're amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you all.
Let's head on over to Jared. What's going on, Jared?